I was watching an episode of SpongeBob SquarePants with my son, and Plankton says prestidigitation in one of the episodes. I don't remember which one, but it was great.
I love Plankton.
Well, I can do it through prestidigitation. Welcome to the Village Idiots podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master, Nathan. With me today, I have Nicole.
What's up?
Emily.
Hello.
And Justin.
Heyo.
We are a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons actual play podcast. At the end of every episode, I name a Village Idiot, and last week's Village Idiot was...
Me.
Almost said Scarlet. Tora.
God.
It's like the running theme of this. We're just going to keep calling ourselves by our
Skatora.
original.
Skatora. Yes, played by Nicole. So that means, Nicole, you must give us that recap from last week's episode. What happened?
I remember where we started was when we had gotten into that chase with those guys and we caught up to them and Maxine convinced them that we were in the cult, for lack of a better word. And then one of the main guys came and they were like escorting us into their secret lair, I guess. And it's like an underground city almost. And we got to the front gate and we were like panicked for a second. And they asked us who we were. And I like stepped up and I was like, we're not supposed to say who we are. And they were like, haha, that was a test. You passed. Yay. And then we walked through. When we got to this, like, I don't remember how you described it. I'm not gonna lie. I don't remember shit about descriptions. Something like we were in this area with a bunch of the guys in the hoods. And they opened up a portal and they were like, here's your test. Go. We went into the portal and we were on some like weird looking island with like a stone slab or something, or I don't know, whatever Pax hid behind. We couldn't see anything. There was water and we didn't know what was going on. And then I did my water thing, the whatever tidal wave, and a big Hydra popped out. And then we fought the Hydra. And thanks to Justin Pax casting that spell, that like the necromancy spell, I think it was, that he like was draining the life out of him.
No. I lit it up like Raiders of the Lost Ark. It's great.
Oh, the one where it had like, it was constantly attacking, or I don't remember. But anyway.
It was only like the highlight of the episode.
It was like the coolest thing I've ever done.
Yeah, pretty much.
It like made it so that the Hydra couldn't regenerate, because every time it grew new heads, it was regenerating. So that's why we weren't killing it fast enough. So we were able to kill it, and then that was it.
Yep.
They lived happily ever after.
They lived happily ever after in the corpse of a Hydra.
Yeah.
No, you stepped back through the portal and you were welcomed to the Order of Alteration.
That was
right.
I remember it sounded like
it
sounded like a sewing club.
It sounded like the theater department, like guild.
Yes.
Yep.
Oh.
And that's where I ended the episode. So
We're in the union. We get our SAG cards. I know you don't get that, but other people
no,
will.
it's a SAG card. Okay. I know what it means. It's Screen
You
Actors
looked at
Guild.
me like
No, I was trying to think of what it would be for the Order of Alteration, an OA card.
an OA card.
OOA, Order of Alteration.
Ooh,
Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what? Oh, what?
Is that their like chant? They're like, they're like, "Wah."
Yeah, they're like Marines.
No.
Yeah, hoorah.
Hate it.
Oh, anyway.
Yeah, so you have just stepped through the portal. You have just killed a Hydra, and you've been welcomed to the Order of Alteration. Before you stands the same robed figure as before, the boss, as some of the others had called them. You come through, and they have put two of the... Oh, they had already given you the Shade Rippers.
Yeah.
So you have the Shade Rippers, and they say, so, now that you are all members of the order, now we come to the next order of business. You have to pick your names. Since we do not reveal our names to any others within the order, you must choose the means by which we'll call you. Let me introduce myself. I'm the Sparrow. Most often we go with animal or creature names, beast names, but you may call yourselves whatever you'd like. So?
I wonder what Tara's gonna be.
Shut up!
How will she ever
Damn
do
you!
I would like to go with the beetle.
The beetle. Ah, a strong name indeed. We do not have a beetle among our ranks, so we welcome
Had
you.
the same face. We're just like the beetle.
Ew.
We welcome you.
I was going with the Beatles, beetle.
Yeah, but they don't understand. Never mind.
We welcome you, beetle. Here is your ceremonial robe. From here on out, do not reveal your face here in the Enclave.
Okay.
Next.
I'm the tiger.
What?
Ah, the tiger, brave and bold. I see. Okay, well, there are no tigers.
Shocking.
Yeah, I was kind of shocked, actually.
So, welcome, tiger. And
You sound like your stepdad.
hey, tiger, welcome. Hey, tiger, long time no see. This is why I allowed it for these jokes. It's comedy gold. Here is your ceremonial robe and headpiece. Please do not reveal your face here in the Enclave. Welcome. And last but not least,
Maxine is just sitting on the floor. She has no idea.
She the fox, because they're sly. They sly and cunning.
But for some reason, I just want to I feel like a bird.
I'm like a bird on the highway.
Listen, I want to go with Peacock. How does everyone feel about this?
Go for it, Mrs. Peacock. You're a character in Clue.
Can I please be Mrs. Peacock?
Specifically the Mrs. in front, not
Yes.
the Peacock.
No,
Mrs.
I'm not the Peacock. Mrs. Peacock.
Mrs. Peacock.
well, we try not to gender ourselves. So
So no. I want it so bad. Come on, it's my only chance.
roll a persuasion.
Okay. Oh no. We cleaned.
We cleaned. We don't have our dice anywhere. Where are they? These are my dice. Here you are, my lady.
I'm gonna roll. Use a persuasion. I'm good at that.
It's called proficient, not good at.
Very
Emily.
good at it.
Wow.
Very good at it.
Real good.
Feel
She's
good.
great.
She's
Get it?
great.
Because I'm a tiger.
I was really hoping you were going to say, oh, that's taken, sorry.
I originally was thinking about it,
I
but
would have been so pissed.
The tiger won. All right. So persuasion, I have a 23.
all right.
Damn.
Well,
And do I have anything that can change my voice? Do you remember my spell list?
do I remember your spell list?
You know, how you were obsessed with me.
I lay awake at night just poring over your spell list. No, I don't know your spell list.
Just compressed it as
Whoa.
Easy for you to say.
Anonymity. Comprestidigitation change your voice? So here's the thing. Can I use the misses if I use disguise self to make my voice lower? So I throw people off so they can't guess my gender.
Are you asking the sparrow or are you asking me, the dungeon master?
Both.
Well, I was This is the Sparrow speaking. Well, I was going to allow it. I mean, you may do whatever you wish with the tone of your voice.
Done.
I'll allow it there. So long as we can't see your face. And she hands you, they hand you the robes. Say, don't show your face in the Enclave.
I am going to use disguise self, but I am going to make my voice like weird and squeaky.
I'm going to have you do it. You have to make your
Why?
voice. Mostly because I want to hear you do it.
But
Same.
I want it to be like, I don't know.
Prestidigitation is a it's a cantrip, so you can do it whenever you want. Prestidigio.
I don't think prestidigitation affects your voice. It looks like it's just visual stuff.
I'll allow it for voice. Because prestidigitation, you can do stuff with, like,
I'll allow it.
booming, or no, that's thaumaturgy.
I was going to say that's thaumaturgy.
Yeah, there's nothing, it doesn't look like anything with sound. You can, like, warm stuff up or cool it down, or you can clean things.
Just warm up your vocal cords and make it, higher pitched. Shit, I don't know.
Don't think that's how the body works.
It could be a fantasy cantrip.
A fan trip, if you will.
Oh my god.
Yeah, I don't care how you do it.
Okay. It's just for flavor anyway.
I keep trying to think of where I've heard the Enclave before, and it's pissing me off.
Believe me, I thought so too, and I looked it up and I couldn't find anything in 2 minutes of Google searching, so
There is
luck.
100% like a
Good
TV
luck.
show or like a movie, like a sci-fi or like superhero. I can't remember where they've used that word to describe their
I
thing,
agree.
the Enclave. It's
It sounds
fucking
familiar.
pissing me off.
Maybe
The
when we
jet-
release this, somebody will say it.
Yep. Add us in the comments or on Twitter. We're at Village Idiot Pod.
Yeah.
I'm coughing. It's the Jedi Enclave.
Nah, it's not that.
Yeah, it is.
Nah.
So is. I'm looking that up right now.
That wouldn't be something that Nicole and Emily would recall, though.
What?
Nicole.
Why wouldn't I recall that?
I might not. Nicole.
Well, everyone knows that Nicole isn't the biggest Star Wars fan.
I'm so
I've got to add some drama to the episodes, okay? When
The Jedi Enclave was a secret academy administered by the Jedi Order located on Dantooine. Bam!
But that's not what I'm thinking of.
That's not what I'm thinking of either.
I
What'd I
would have
say?
immediately said Star Wars, but like that's not. I'm thinking of like.
No, I agree. It's not Star Wars, but I do know it did something.
Like I said, I looked it up and didn't find anything in 2 minutes, so you're gonna have to dig deep, y'all. At least 3 minutes of work.
Gonna have to go to that second page.
Yeah. So, now that you all have chosen your names, Beetle, Tiger, Mrs. Peacock, now it is time to attune yourselves to your Shade Ripper. Now, Mrs. Peacock, I know that you've already done this.
It's funny every time you say it. Sorry.
Mrs. Peacock, I know that you've already done this, so you may tend to your wounds from your battle with our challenge in the Shade.
Okay, I do that.
So, do you all attune to the Shade Rippers then?
Mm-hmm.
Yup.
Beetle and Tiger?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
The Sparrow kind of... They go back and forth between the upstairs above the shrine and back to the shrine to check and see how you all are doing. And then after the hours up required to attune yourselves to the Shade Rippers, you feel like you can open the shade now with the daggers. So once the Sparrow comes back down and you all are attuned, they say, you can take your... you can do hit points if you want to. Hit die. You being Mrs. Peacock.
Yes.
A.K.A. Emily, A.K.A. Maxine. Madam Marquess Maxine Monroe. Don't ask me how you do
Here's
hit
the
die.
thing.
Do not
No.
ask me how you do hit die.
That's not what I was going to ask. See, here's the thing. When we played this last time, I was keeping track of my hit points on an old scrap of paper, and we cleaned our bedroom like adults, and that's good, but I don't know what my hit points are.
Let's say you had half of your hit points.
Okay.
One of you was not doing well. I think it was Pax.
It was Pax.
Oh yeah, I had 1 hit point.
Yeah, but then I used Mass Cure Wounds.
Yeah, we gained some health, but I don't remember how much.
I don't think I wrote that down.
That's fine.
Yeah, you should have, because
Yeah, I have 22 hit points now.
Yeah, because I went up to, I'm at full health -1.
Okay.
Yeah, you got to get that paper character sheet there, hon.
I know. It's just, we don't have a printer. And I usually go to the office to print stuff, but our office is closed because it's the plague.
Pandemic.
Y'all, we're living... No. She is full within her right to use the word plague because we are fully immersed in medieval times in this fucking country. Like, we've got, like, torture going on out there. We've got, beating of innocent citizens. I can't. We're definitely in a fucking
about, like,
plague.
Epidemiologically speaking.
The plague is a specific virus. This is not the plague, because that's a specific thing. This is a different thing.
She's using plague in the...
Stop being hyperbolic.
I'm being hyperbolic, is how I speak.
I love that word.
I constantly have to say that. Thank you.
That's fine. You be hyperbolic, because we are so definitely living in medieval times. And not the fun place in New Jersey. Like the actual medieval times.
They have medieval times in other states.
Yeah, but I know the only one that's close to us is New Jersey. So
there are like 6 or 7 of them. We've got one here.
Only knows of the one in New Jersey.
We have one here in Scottsdale. There's one in Orlando.
The closest one to us.
All those are just impersonations. They are cheap knockoffs. The only real medieval times is in New Jersey. Everyone knows that.
It's the closest one to us.
How can you be from New Jersey, Nathan, and not know this?
I know that there's some medieval times in New Jersey. I've been to it.
How do you not know that that's the only good one and the only real one?
I've been to that one, and I've been to the one in Orlando. And let me tell you something. I only got stuff from the one in Orlando because we were on vacation. So anyway, what's going on in the podcast right now?
I don't know. I think I'm trying to figure out how hit points work.
To our things. And now we're healing ourselves.
Because you yelled at me, now I'm too embarrassed to ask.
About how to do your hit die?
How do I do my hit die, Nate?
Oh, you can't do yours because you were busy attuning.
She's asking for me.
Well, Nicole, if you wanted to do your hit die and gain some hit points for your druid, you would take the die that you normally roll for when you level up, you gain more hit points. You would roll that die any number of times that you have hit die available. And then you would add all those numbers together if you did multiple die and add your constitution modifier.
So I could do up to 8d8.
Hypothetically, if you weren't attuning to a Shade Ripper, yes.
No. You know what, Nathan?
Fun fact, the first medieval times was in Orlando, Florida.
The one that you went to, so you did go to the first one.
You did. You got stuff.
That's funny. I just said the one in New Jersey because it's literally the closest one to us and the only one I know of. Also, it makes sense too for me because Garden State is one of my favorite movies, and the guy works at medieval times. Yeah. The one in the Sheldon.
So good.
From Big Bang Theory. He played that guy, Jim Parsons. And that's filmed in the Garden State, which is New Jersey. So, that's my association with medieval times, is New Jersey.
See, being a resident of New Jersey for many years.
Born and bred.
Not born and bred. I was born in Maryland. But being a resident of New Jersey for a long time, you missed a prime joke to say that the one in New Jersey is the best medieval times because it is in a state that is trapped in medieval times.
That's very true.
Gotta take those jabs at those states that aren't yours.
I've never been because every time we've tried to plan to go, something happens. And I've never been able to go, which I'm disappointed about.
Well, hey, IdiotCon 2021, there's one in Scottsdale.
Yeah.
No, we got a pilgrimage to the Jersey one.
Oh, yeah, you gotta come to Jersey.
No, I vote for IdiotCon 2021 or even 2022 when Jordan's baby's a little bit older. that we venture up to that D&D theme park up in like Colorado or whatever.
Utah,
that's it.
Good. Okay, did you figure out your hit die there, honey?
Yes, I used 4 of my 9 hit dice, and I'm back up to full health.
Yeah, you all are level 9.
Yeah.
So you have 9 d8s for your druid.
Oh shit, I forgot to change that.
Druid? Druid?
You guys watched Letterkenny yet?
Just that first episode.
I hate you both.
I know. I'm trying to get Justin through.
Pandemic. You have no excuses.
I'm trying to get Justin through 7 seasons of Clone Wars. And the fact that he's
the end of the 3rd season now. So.
Yeah, I'm just saying, I gotta get him through Clone Wars because now that it's all out and said and done, the fact that he's never watched it was really upsetting to me. So, and that he's watched Rebels, which takes place after and has several characters featured in Clone Wars. I need him to watch Clone Wars. Then we'll get on to other stuff.
Plus, it's Star Wars. It's more important.
That's so true. I'm sorry, Emily, but Star Wars takes precedent over many, many things in my life.
You read that book yet?
In our household, yeah.
Actually, I did. I forgot to talk to you about that.
You read the book and you didn't even talk to me about it?
I've read a lot of books in the last couple of months, Emily.
No, we'll talk during Animal Crossing time.
So the sparrow comes up to you once you've done it. You've done your attunement to Shade Ripper. Emily, you can't laugh while I'm talking.
Sorry, once you've done your attunement. It was just the way you said it.
So the sparrow comes up to you once you've finished attuning to the Shade Rippers and Mrs. Peacock has finished healing. Licking her wounds, so to speak. And they say, okay, I have one final question for you all. And they look at each of you in turn. They say, are any of you a lore keeper?
What's that? I don't mean literally. I mean Tora says that. I feel like Tora doesn't know.
God.
For those of you not watching the video portion, which is no one because we're not releasing this as a video, Emily and I both looked at Nicole. And Justin looked at Nicole as though she had 4 heads for not knowing what a lore keeper was.
I know what a lore keeper is, but I feel like Tora doesn't know.
That's fair. Okay. Very good in character. You gain inspiration if you don't have it.
I just freaked all 3 of you out. That was hilarious. That silence was palpable.
That was good. The silence needs to stay.
Yeah. It's staying.
Oh my god.
So, do we have
cold open?
Do we have any lore keepers in our midst? No?
No.
I'd sure hope not.
Wait.
Oh.
So, out of character, can you answer her question first?
Me?
In character?
I can answer many questions in character. Which character you want me to be?
I 100% was being serious. I don't know what that is.
Oh, that question. So I'll assume that you're not a lore keeper. The lore keepers are the keepers of the information from the archives.
I don't know any of the words that you just said, but okay.
The archives you see are a burrow up in the northeastern portion of Ilari, where all records of knowledge and civilization are kept. And there are many very nice museums and aquariums up there as well. You may want to visit, as I believe you have druidic tendencies.
I don't believe in keeping animals in cages.
Well, maybe skip the trip then.
Maybe don't.
Justice for Harambe. Sorry.
Dicks out for Harambe. Dicks out for Harambe. Again, dicks out for Harambe. Dicks out for Harambe.
I miss Vine, y'all.
We just watched Vine compilations recently.
Oh my god, I watch them all the time. Justin doesn't know what I'm talking about for a lot of them. Like that Beyonce song, Love on Top came on the other day. Yeah, when she's like, bring the beat in. Anything for you, Beyonce. I love that part so much.
We like to watch Vine compilations in front of Nathan's mom because she doesn't understand why we think they're funny at all. She just watches in horror.
I love the one with the guy carrying the plate of rice because it sounds like he's saying throw the rice down the stairs. in that song, and he just chucks it down the stairs. Like, I love
One of my
that guy.
favorites is I got my hat on backwards and I'm ready to fucking party. Bang!
Yes.
Bang, 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 bang.
He just knocks his head on that garage door.
I can't hear that Hall & Oates song without thinking of the girl that like turns around like really, or not that one, the paper bag one where she's like whipping around the paper bag and it's another paper bag and another paper bag.
Yes.
I can't.
It's great.
Oh my god.
All with handsome faces on it. Anyway, so no lore keepers in our midst. Okay. Well, that makes my job a little easier. Excellent. So, that actually makes my job a lot easier, too. And harder, simultaneously. So, I was talking as the Sparrow, and then I was talking as Nathan. You know, the DM.
But you already knew none of us were lore keepers, so why would that make your job
Well,
harder?
I didn't know if anyone, looking at you, Emily, wanted to try and persuade someone that they were, in fact, a lore keeper.
Ah, gotcha.
I had prepared for that eventuality.
I was thinking she was going to, but then she didn't, and I was like, oh, whatever.
Why would I pretend I'm a lore keeper?
Why do you do any of the other things? Well, not you specifically. Why does Maxine do any of the things that she does when she's lying?
For lying's sake, silly.
Agent of Chaos.
Gotta practice those rogue skills.
I mean, that's fair. Now that I'm thinking back on it, if I had taken more of a second to think about it.
If you hadn't been on your phone?
No. If we had done this, if it had been like a continuation of last episode, where I was like trying to like get to I honestly forgot what we were doing at the end of last episode. We were like chasing this thing down and I forget that we're not who we say we are. Like I totally forgot all of this stuff. And I probably would have been like, yeah, I'm definitely a lore keeper. But I forgot that that's what we were doing and I lost the vibe. I'm so sorry, everyone.
How dare you? Well, okay. Well, you missed that side quest opportunity. You can't go back to a save point.
Ah.
So, excellent.
Oh, did you say lore keeper? Yeah, one of those.
Oh, I thought you said lore keeper. No, I'm not a pair, dear. So, excellent. Well, welcome to the Enclave. The entirety of the Enclave is available to you, and you may do as you wish until you are called upon. If you find any work in the Enclave, feel free to take it. As new initiates, you will not have access to some of the higher priority quests, so to speak, until you have proven yourself. But there may be some fetching that needs done, or light reconnaissance, perhaps. So please feel free to make yourselves at home. And remember, don't remove your face coverings or robes while in the Enclave. Goodbye.
So, wait, where are the living quarters?
Oh, silly me. Thank you for reminding me. They're on the east side of the Enclave.
Every time I hear the word the Enclave, I get mad.
I know.
I'm about to throw it out into the Facebook world and be like, y'all, help me.
My DM just said this thing, and he said that we're not going to be able to figure out what it is. Help me.
A lot of apartments are named the Enclave.
Yeah, I know. That's the first thing that came up, was just apartments.
No, the thing that keeps coming up for me is that there's an actual sci-fi book series called The Enclave. And then there's a bunch of like German or Dutch movies called Enclave.
I do so much work into naming my things.
Why are you coughing, babe? What's wrong?
You all right?
That's what it's called. It's like Enklava. Enclave. It's like German or Dutch or something. I can't remember which one it said.
Sure.
Anyway, it's fucking pissing me off because there is some movie or show or book series that it's like, I don't remember if it's superhero or if it's like, one of the dystopian ones. Like, it's pissing me off because I know that
There's one in Fallout.
Yeah, no,
Fallout.
That's not it.
No, I know, but there's one in Fallout, and that just came up, and I think that's part of it, what you're thinking of, because it is dystopian. But I think when you think maybe it might be dystopian something, I think you might have heard of it. because the Enclave is one of the groups in Fallout. So when you're like, maybe it's post-apocalyptic, because I'm thinking it might be, I feel superhero. It's something superhero something.
That's what I was leaning towards, is superhero.
So but I think what you think, when you're like, but maybe it might be post-apocalyptic, I think you might, in the back of your mind, be thinking Fallout for that. So I'd focus on superhero. I saw that on
Google, too. It's pissing me off.
I know. Sorry. Anyway.
Excuse me.
You're excused.
It's not Batman?
The Enclave is a fictional subversive organization of dictatorially minded scientists appearing in American comic books published by Marvel Comics.
You found it!
It's what?
It's superhero.
It's in Marvel Comics, perhaps.
What in Marvel Comics?
You just said it.
I wasn't listening.
First appearance is in Fantastic Four, September of 1967.
I don't think that's it, though. Did they ever mention it, like, the Enclave in any of the Batman movies? Or, like, maybe it was Doctor Strange? No. This is pissing me off, guys. Like, I can't fucking concentrate every time. Stop saying that word, Nathan.
Yeah, straight up. Like, you're just gonna have to stop. Because it's gonna keep pissing us off. You're gonna have to, like, find a way to not say it in a sentence.
There's the Enclave bioweapon from the Incredible Hulk video game.
No, Justin, this is not helping me. Please stop.
I told you, you're thinking of the Jedi Enclave.
No.
Maybe
Wars. I'm thinking Conclave, and I'm thinking of, what's that movie?
What's a conclave? That's
Angels,
not a thing.
Yeah,
Angels and Demons. Yes, it is. It's when the Pope gets chosen.
Oh, that's right. I was like, what the fuck is that?
Reach back into your pretend Catholic days.
Honestly, like, maybe that's what I'm thinking of from Angels and Demons.
Anyway.
Yeah. So, you all have free roam, so to speak, of the Enclave.
Ugh. Who's that guy that we're looking for?
You are looking for the Wraith. That's who the Tabaxi mentioned.
I feel like we're not supposed to ask about him, but, like, I want to.
So from what the Sparrow tells you, it seems like you kind of can just do whatever you want while you're here. So if you need to shop or anything, you could probably do that. It looks like there's a good amount of civilization here. There's it's got like a black market feel in the market. It's got some housing districts. You know, it felt culty when you first got here. Now you know that they call themselves the Order of Alteration. When you were walking through, you saw a heavily fortified building on the western side of the Enclave itself. And in the middle there is a large statue towards the middle of the cave itself.
Of what?
The Enclave.
No, I meant what's the statue of?
Oh, it's a statue of a some sort of wizard or sorcerer. You can't exactly tell. But they're a robed figure holding a staff of some sort up in the air, as if in victory or something like that. You see in their left hand that they have a Shade Ripper as well.
There's no sort of plaque or anything?
Nope, no plaque.
I bet it's the Wraith.
It's wearing the head covering as well, and so you can't see the face, and it looks like it is a fairly old statue. When I say fairly old, I mean like maybe this has been preserved for centuries or so.
Okay, that's definitely fairly old. I want to, I don't know, people watch or like talk to people maybe, and I want to ask about the Wraith without asking about the Wraith, like point blank. I want to, casually slip it into conversation and be like, when during my onboarding, I heard the name The Wraith.
Yeah, I saw the Wraith in the training video.
So, can I just ask a very quick question, and I promise we'll move on?
To me?
No, this is just like to the group.
In general.
Are we perhaps thinking of the Buick Enclave?
The car? Probably.
Curses! You've broken my riddle.
Because I think that's what I'm thinking of, is the car.
The car.
Because I looked up a bunch of stuff. Okay, there was a My Brother and Me episode where they had a whole bit about how his big, beautiful Buick Enclave that he doesn't own, and I think that's what I'm thinking of, is the Buick Enclave.
I will figure it out where I'm thinking of it from, but I genuinely do believe I'm mixing up the word enclave and conclave.
I think I'm mixing Fallout and the Buick Enclave.
This is all your fault, Nathan. You sent us on this fucking tangent.
And you did it, and you knew. Because you also did research. You were like, this sounds like something. Like, you knew.
I know.
And you did it.
You did this.
Well, see, here a little bit of behind the curtain, behind the DM screen, so to speak, behind the screens even. When I name these things, I have a general idea of what I want. And so I wanted some sort of like nebulous society type feel to it. But also, like, that doesn't sound too bad, I guess. And so that's how I ended up with the Enclave.
I hate that word now.
All right, it doesn't even sound like a word. I hate it.
All right. Can I do something?
Enclave.
In character now?
You can do something in character. Yeah, absolutely. Y'all can do something in character. I don't know how much of this episode's getting cut or not.
I don't even know what the
that's
fuck is
ridiculous.
happening.
We're at
Anyway.
like 45 minutes right
I
now.
think you should
recording.
leave all of it in, though. Like, it's great.
This is what
Except for
the
the
state of the world was doing to all of us, y'all. We're all just...
Okay, sure. Anyway, in character, I would like, we're all together, all three of us probably, right?
Yes.
On the street.
Don't lose yourselves because yeah, you all look like everyone else now.
So, I would like to go up to the closest other hooded figure and say, "Hi, we're new recruits. Quick question, because they didn't tell us this. But who's the statue of?"
Oh, the statue in the center of the Enclave?
Yeah.
That's the founder of the Order of Alteration. No one really knows what their name is because we don't name each other, at least not in the Enclave. So that's just the founder of the Order.
Doesn't have an animal name?
We just call him the founder.
Okay, sure.
That makes sense.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye.
Hi, what's your animal?
Are you actually asking?
No, it's very funny. Like going up to people. Just you can't ask their name. I'm sure Nathan's like thrilled. He just has to think of animals now, and we're like, "What are your names?"
Man, this is one of my best ideas. I'm telling you.
Can one of them be Barracuda? Because I always associate that with you now.
Barracudas?
Yeah, since we played that game and we all did the thing at the same time. Do you not remember that?
Ooh.
That's right. I totally forgot about that. God, that was funny.
IdiotCon 2020.
I don't even remember what game that was.
Heads up.
Heads Up, that's what it was.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's so funny.
That was one of the greatest moments I've ever had. The four of us, me, Jordan, Emily, and Justin, as soon as we saw that word, all at the same time, went, ooh, like that was what we associate with the word Barracuda.
Thank you, Heart.
But if you're trying to guess the word Barracuda,
I know.
it doesn't work in the
And
reverse.
Nathan just looked at all of us like we were fucking crazy. Like,
just sounds like a ghost escaped.
why were they oohing at me? It was so great.
Yeah, but it was in the perfect pitch. So if he knew the song right off the top of his head, he would have gotten it.
Barracuda. Yeah,
I
it was
think
great.
I eventually got it.
You did, but the thing is, it was animal was the category, and you did the thing, and we all at the same time went, ooh. That's it. That's all you got as your clue, and then we all laughed for 20 minutes.
Yep.
Like, how are you supposed to guess? It works. Barracuda, you think of the song. Yes, of course, obviously. But if you just if someone makes that noise at you, it's going to take a second before you get to Barracuda. It doesn't work.
Also because we started laughing hysterically, like
Yes.
it just screwed everything up
That was
too.
it, because that's all you got. You eventually got to Barracuda, but it took a minute.
So where are we in the grand scheme of this place? I'm not calling it that name.
So the Enclave itself is a roughly circular-shaped cave. There's only one entrance, which is a long tunnel on the south end. You all are located in the northern portion of the cave itself. There's a large lake with an island in the middle of it, and a long bridge that connects to the side of the cave, very close to the cave wall.
So, where is the marketplace?
The marketplace is right in the central area of the cave itself, right? It's all around the statue of the founder. And then all the housing is along the eastern wall and that area. And then there's a fortified building on the western side.
That's important. Let's go to the marketplace area, guys. We could probably... I say this in hushed tones. We could probably gather some information there.
Market it is.
So, just for S's and G's, do you all want to remind the listeners what your quest is right now? Do you all know what your quest is right now?
Bringing down the
Do you remember what your original quest was?
The original?
Do you remember any of your quest givers?
I'll let you two answer this because I know the answer.
I feel like the original one was to help out the Safina's family, the Thornburns, and go down to find Safina because she's a missing person. And we found that flyer and we were helping them. I don't know.
We're not helping them. We're getting this bounty, basically.
And then we got arrested, and then our mission became something about bringing down that Wraith guy for that silver mantle. That's where we're at now.
Right.
Yeah, the Rargini, the dwarven silver mantle, sent you to the spider silk warehouse to stop, to trap one of the brood mothers so that you could take it back and frame someone for the murder of the brood mothers, and you all didn't do that. You instead trapped one of these poor cultists and got information out of them. That's how y'all ended up here. So, maybe y'all want to talk about what you want to do.
Well, I think the first thing would be to figure out where the fuck we actually are and figure out what the Enclave is.
Aren't we in Lux?
No, we're definitely under the archives at this point.
That's what I was thinking, that we're under the mountain.
Yeah.
Of the archives, because it was at that part of Lux that we were... where we found...
The featureless tower was butted up against the plateau of the wall where Lux and the archives meet.
Yo, that's so dope that we didn't know that there was something underneath the archives. That's cool. Maybe that's why he asked if we were lore keepers.
Maybe. The world may never know.
Man.
I mean, shouldn't we find out who the Wraith is then?
Yeah, I think that's where we're at. I think we're just in it now.
This is just our life.
We followed this lead, and it's all right, well, I guess we just keep going.
Just ride this train, see how far it goes, huh?
Yeah. Why not? So
you're in the market.
I honestly think that's why we're all still doing it. We're all just kind of well, we started it. Let's get to the end of it. And besides, isn't the Wraith also wanted as well?
At least by Regini.
Yeah. So I'm sure there would be some sort of reward should we bring him in.
She didn't necessarily say that he was wanted by the government, though, or the law.
But if we can find hard evidence on them as well, because they need hard evidence. They haven't been able to find any. So if we can find some sort of hard evidence, that would also be good. And this feels semi-hard evidence. Secret group feels like semi-hard evidence. So we gotta keep going. You feel?
Every time she says semi-hard.
Is that better or worse than Enclave?
Worse.
No. It doesn't. No, it doesn't evoke the same emotions.
What about semi-hard Enclave?
Better.
What kind of noise was that, Justin?
I don't know.
Oh my god. So, how do we want to go about asking about the Wraith? Because we obviously can't, I don't know, mention it.
Are you the Wraith?
Yeah.
let's see. So what's the Wraith into? We find him by finding his circle, and clearly he's part of this. So we need to be part of this, and we are. So we need to find his friends and his circle and the people he trusts, and those would be people who do things that he does. And the things that we know that he does is kill spiders.
I feel like he's the boss of this whole place.
Fair. Like, I feel like we need to be bad kids. We need to act like we, are also down for murdering some spiders and hopefully find our way to the inner circle. But I think the best way to do that is to find a place where people gather, like a tavern.
That's why I said let's go to the marketplace, because that seemed like the hub of things.
I'm getting the feeling that the Wraith is not an actual person. That they
Why?
are...
They're all called the something, and they said beasts or something.
I'm getting the feeling that the Wraith is not an actual person, that they are like an ideal, or they're a group of people, not just like a single individual.
As soon as he said, like, my name's the Sparrow, and then we gave ourselves animal names, I was like, that's why the Wraith is called the Wraith. That's his chosen name. And he chose something like hella terrifying. Whatever. They chose something hella terrifying because they were the boss.
We shall see.
So I say we just do some more investigating, and I think the best way to do that is go to places that are populated. So we're in the market area.
Yep.
What time of day is it?
You're in a cave. You don't know.
Totally forgot that. Okay.
I'm in the market for some information.
Is there like a bar?
In the market square, it's really just stalls and small storefronts. You didn't walk past a tavern when you took the western route around to the lake up at the northern end of the enclave. So you haven't traversed the eastern side. So you have not seen a tavern yet, but it doesn't mean that there isn't a tavern here. In the market square, there is not a tavern, though. There are people mulling about, and there are shopkeepers at the shops.
Is there like a food stall specifically, like fruits and vegetables?
Yes, there is.
Okay, I go to that stall. And I want to buy a fruit and or vegetable.
Welcome. You want some, what kind of fruits you want? You want some vegetables? What do you want? What are you looking for, huh?
I'm looking for celery.
Hold on, celery? Celery? Hold on. And the hooded figure goes and past a curtain into a back area of this little stand. They come back out. No, we don't have any celery. We got some carrots. We've got some of this kohlrabi and some broccoli. I mean, I don't know. What do you want celery for? What are you trying to use it in?
It's a soup.
A soup?
Mm-hmm.
Well, what about,
Oh my god. Do I know... I'm trying to look at my character sheet real quick at languages. Cool, I know Thieves Can't. Can I ask to... Man, probably everyone here knows Thieves Can't. I'm going to ask for the carrots, but I want to say it in a way that lets this person know that I'm looking to get some money for doing bad things. I want to rob a person, or you got a job? Maxine's not good at it.
I'm trying to figure out if I want to make you roll.
Well, considering I didn't say it very well.
Yeah, you're intentionally not saying it well.
Yes, I'm intentionally not saying it well, but Maxine is not as stupid as Emily is.
So roll me a performance, I guess, or persuasion.
Persuasion or performance? Which one? They're the same stat.
Then it doesn't matter.
21.
Well, here's your carrots. If you're looking for anything, you seem like you're new around here. I haven't heard your voice around the market. So if you're looking for something to do, you might want to go. You might want to go talk to the innkeep at the Enclave Inn.
Gotcha.
Over that way. And he points to the east. They point to the east.
Perfect.
Yeah, those are some good carrots, and I'll put them to waste. And I hope that makes a real good soup for you, huh? What kind of soup is it?
Carrot soup.
Why would you want celery for a carrot soup? You do what you want. You
hate celery.
you realize that they don't ask you for money and they just kind of give you the carrots.
Oh, that's fun.
Oh my god, we're living in Chaz!
Well, except Chaz isn't bad.
That's true. That's very true.
These guys are bad.
These guys are bad.
Yeah, but it's like a socialist society where they just everyone gets things and we're all good.
Mm.
They may be bad people, but they've got the right idea.
Your heart's in the right place, except your heart's in the wrong place.
So we go to this inn.
What's the name of the inn again?
Nope.
So you head over to the living quarters side of the cave. You walk past a few more stalls. It looks like they've got like vials of strange liquids, alchemical materials and components, reagents of all sorts. And they've got, there's an armorer and a blacksmith and all of that. They've got all of the hot ticket saleable items as you're walking through. So you log that information away. But you make your way through to the eastern side of the cave, and you can't miss it. It's a big old inn, and in bright yellow letters is written, "The Enclave Inn," in very flowy text.
I could tell it was flowy text by the way you were like waving your arm around when you said it.
Well, I've got to say flowy text for those audio listeners out there. Welcome.
I love it. So we go in.
You go in the inn. Everyone has their hoods up for some reason. It's very odd. But yeah, it's not super well lit. I mean, all of the lighting in the Enclave so far has been pretty dim, so as not to hurt your eyes. But also you notice that the headgear that you're wearing, when you put them on, it doesn't obstruct your vision, which is nice. Although you can't see. It's like a two-way mirror, so you can see out, but no one can see in.
That's interesting.
It's got to be some sort of magical hood.
Fantasy hood.
Yeah, fantasy hood. So you're in the inn, and the innkeep says, "Welcome.
That's not where I thought he was going.
Have a seat. Drink or food?"
Drink.
Both.
They point a finger at you, Tora.
Food.
Food, both, drink. 2 foods, 2 drinks. They walk from behind the bar and go and get 2 foods and 2 drinks and bring them to a table that you all sit at. You're able to find one fairly easily. Nothing is really, it's not a full inn, but there are some people there. The food's fine. The drink's okay. It's nothing to write home about.
Why were we here? Oh yeah, we were looking for bad guy work.
That's right, we're bad.
Bad guys would just call it work.
That's why we're not actually bad guys.
Man, I'm never going to be able to run an evil campaign with y'all, am I?
No. You've seen me try to play Dragon Age.
Yeah. Ugh. I'm the worst at being evil.
I'm so willing to try that again.
Yeah, we did do that for a Halloween episode last year, didn't we?
We did.
Yeah, and I was so bad at it.
Jordan was surprisingly good at it.
I know, which is so weird because he's the nicest out of all of us.
He must have just said, "Now, what wouldn't I do?"
Yeah, what's the opposite of the decision I'd make in this situation?
Definitely.
To think I didn't kill him in the first 5 minutes. Damn.
Yeah, you could have taken the whole thing real fast, and you just...
Yeah,
No.
I know. Yeah. Well, oh well. Hindsight. Anyway,
Check out that Halloween episode. It's hilarious.
is the owner still with us?
No, the innkeep has gone back to behind the bar right by the door and is barking at all of the new people who are coming in and barking at the people who are leaving.
So yes, they are alive.
They're alive. They are
way
still
he
with
said
us.
that,
I thought the same thing.
The way he said that, I was like, they're not dead. What are
No,
you
they
talking
drop the
about?
food and drink and they immediately fall to the ground.
How
You
are
check
they
for a
with
pulse
us?
and there's not one there.
I know, but that's what people say when, like, it's just like a really Are they no longer with, like, they're no longer with us? It's just a polite way to say someone's dead.
No. Okay. Anyway.
I'm just saying the way you said it could have been construed. Never mind.
No, I thought the same thing.
Thank you.
Nathan, back me up. Anyway.
Oh, with what? Oh, no, I think the same thing they do. It was an odd way to put it.
Yeah, thank you.
Was that SpongeBob meme that I sent to the group where he buries himself?
Yeah.
It's like, no, we all disagree.
Okay, so I say to
They
the
are
group,
still present.
Are they
I
still
think,
standing here? Is this such an easier way to say what you said?
Okay. Are they... No. Shit, I almost said it again. So, I go to the group. I think we should ask them, is there anything to do around here? So, do you want to go up to them?
When I asked the guy in Thieves' Camp if there was any work, he did seem confused as to why I was using Thieves' Camp.
He replied in common. He didn't drop any thieves' can in.
He was just kind of like, okay, if you want to work, go over here. So I think that we don't need to use Thieves' Camp here.
I thought they were
I think
talking about the
everyone
celery,
speaks it.
but okay.
Oh no, I think that he was just making fun of me for saying celery.
Mm-hmm.
I think that was just Nathan being a dick, but...
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't me, it was that guy.
Uh-huh. Worst.
I can't control what they say, Emily. That joke is always funny.
They just speak through you, like...
So I don't think that we need to talk at Thieves' Camp.
No, just ask.
Considering everyone here is a thief and speaks Thieves' Camp, like, I think it does seem counterintuitive. So we can just ask.
Alright. So, who wants to ask him?
I guess I will. I am going to go I'm going to down my drink real quick. And I'm going to go up to the bar. I do my own Foley work. You're welcome. I go to the bar and I say, another drink, please.
One drink. Here.
Does he come and drop it and just dip? Or does he come is it something where I could be like, so is there I could say something, or is he too fast?
He's too fast, or they're too fast. They don't seem like they're much for conversation from the way that they've been speaking.
Okay.
I think you're in the wrong field, bud.
Okay. As a bartender, I'm offended. Okay, so...
That's going to cut into your tip.
I'm going to take my drink back to the table, and I'm going to say, I don't think that's our person that we're looking for. We need to find someone who has the time to kind of talk to us. They seem a little rushed.
Can everyone roll me a perception check?
I was going to say we should look around and see if there's anyone that looks important.
We all look the same.
18.
13.
23.
I'm sorry, that's a 6, not a 0, so 19.
Okay. So as Maxine is saying all this, she kind of looks up past you, Tora, and Pax, and sees that on the wall behind you all, there appears to be a bulletin board with some pieces of parchment tacked up on it.
Ooh, I'm gonna go look at that.
Job board! Is this like the thing at the end of when you... before you walk out of the supermarket where it has all the lost kitten, help wanted, garage sale, music lessons.
Yes, it is like that. It's like a board. You see it as you leave. You don't see it as you come in, but as you're leaving, you see that there's this bulletin board that has all these parchments tacked up on it. Maxine, as you get closer to it, you see that it looks like a bunch of odd jobs that the order wants done.
Okay. What kind of odd jobs?
Stuff like taking out a specific merchant's stall or stealing a specific thing from someone. There's a few that are like retrieval of specific items, intimidating civilians in different boroughs. There's one that references a spider, and there's a few that are like Grand Theft Cart situations or Grand Theft Boat.
So I definitely want to look at the spider one.
Okay, it looks like the job is to go to Fellows and kill a broodmother.
Cool, so I'm going to take this and go back to the table and put it down and be like, I think this is the person that we are looking for. And I slap it down on the table, like, dramatic, like.
Does it say, like, who to contact on it?
It doesn't have any contact information. It's just lays out the details, where exactly this needs to happen, and there's no reward listed, there's no contact information, it's just jobs to be done by those in the order.
Seems strange.
That's weird.
Like, how do you prove you did it?
Yeah, like, how are 4 people not going to go kill broodmothers because no one talked to each other? Who's the project manager on this?
Has anyone investigated this parchment at all?
No.
I will.
I say, sadly, hold it up to the heat.
18.
Okay, that's better.
18 from Tora.
Yeah.
As you are looking at the parchment, you brush your hand against your Shade Ripper, and you feel like kind of a shock go through your hand. It's not like enough to hurt you, but it's, it feels like kind of a tingling, like a slight pins and needles situation happening.
So can I hold the knife towards the parchment?
Yeah. As you do that, you feel that pins and needle situation starts to get a little stronger, and you feel an urge to touch the Shade Ripper to the parchment itself.
I do that.
Okay. You touch the Shade Ripper to the parchment, and as the Shade Ripper touches the parchment, it disintegrates. And you have, in your memory, information on the job that was held on the parchment.
Well, fuck.
Wait, so do we know who we're supposed to talk to and all that?
It seems like this is some sort of magic.
If I complete the job, whoever put the spell on this thing will know that I did it.
You see that in the pommel of the Shade Ripper. It's got a faint. It looks like there's a piece of lightning or like a lightning bug or something kind of drifting around in the pommel as well, as if you have a quest in your Shade Ripper, so to speak.
Of all people to do this, I had to be the one to put my knife to this fucking thing to go kill a spider. It had to be me.
Yep.
Because now if I don't do it, if I don't use this Shade Ripper to kill a fucking spider, then they're going to know that I didn't do it.
What happened to that dude we stopped? I guess we don't know, do we?
Nope, you don't know. You don't even know their name. Or their fake name.
We're using our fake names? I'm Spider-Man.
Okay, well, let's look at it like this, right? So, the Tabaxi was approached by the person sent by the Wraith, right? The person sent by the Wraith didn't wear a cloak, but they made the Tabaxi wear a cloak. But the Tabaxi made it sound like he had never been to this enclave before. So...
Now I'm super confused.
Yeah, what the fuck?
Okay. The Tabaxi was approached by the associate of the Wraith who wasn't wearing a cloak.
We know that?
Yes.
Okay.
Because the Tabaxi had said that they had described the person as though they weren't wearing a cloak. Right?
Justin remembers these things, Emily, because he listens to the episodes when he's editing, so he knows so much more than we
fair. Nathan's probably sitting here like, fuck.
So that associate wasn't wearing a cloak.
Mm-hmm.
But they made the Tabaxi wear a cloak. But the Tabaxi made it sound like they had never been to the Enclave.
In what way? How did they make it sound like they had never been to the Enclave?
Because he just said he had a location. He didn't say anything else. Like
he had the Shade Ripper that you got, but
right.
You didn't complete the quest. But where did the Firefly go? Where did that lightning go in your Shade Ripper?
Yeah, is there a lightning? Can I look in mine? And is there a lightning bug in mine?
Roll me a history.
I feel like because maybe he isn't part of the Enclave, he wouldn't have had this same situation happen to him. Like, he was tapped from the outside, so not that he put his knife to a piece of paper and got it.
11.
You, Maxine, are trying to recall whether or not you've ever seen this electricity or lightning bug inside the pommel of your Shade Ripper. And you kind of think maybe there was one, but you're not quite sure. Right now, as you look at it, there's not one.
There is not now. Maybe it's just like you have to complete this task, and if you don't complete it, then I don't know if you, like, maybe there's not, like, a punishment per se. Maybe it's just you don't get the information on where to get your reward. Maybe it's if you agree to do a thing, you get the quest, and if you complete it and you, like, use the Shade Ripper to do it, Shade Ripper knows that you did it and sends it the stuff on how to get your reward and who to talk to in your brain.
Also, was it the Tabaxi's job to kill the spider, or was it's the Tabaxi's job to lead the spider to this location using the shade?
I think it was kill, because that's what this task says. It says to go kill a spider.
I mean, they don't have to be the exact same tasks, do they?
I would think it is, considering they're all being murdered.
Nathan, roll a history.
On me?
I thought he said he was after the babies. Right?
Could be.
I thought that's what the Tabaxi
No, I think
said.
we decided that. Because of something else. We were like, oh.
You didn't realize until after the fact that the broodmother had babies on it.
That's right.
Here's a hypothetical. Maybe... talking like a player. Maybe it's the Tabaxi was sent to capture it and bring it to the tower, but then failed. And when Maxine became attuned to the Shade Ripper,
It changed it.
maybe they knew that the job wasn't completed, but it got close, and maybe the spider needs to be killed now because it knows too much.
What?
I was halfway there.
Oh, I don't know. I mean, I'm just hypothetically, I don't know.
Spider knows too much.
I mean, who can talk to spiders, right?
I was thinking that it was somebody on the inside is not taking the babies away like they're supposed to, and they are specifically leaving the babies in there with the mom, and then they're feeding that information to the Wraith, so the Wraith knows which spider has the babies, and that's the one that gets the hit output for it. You feel?
All I know is that I don't want to kill a spider. And, I mean, Tora does not want to kill a spider. Nicole does not give a flying fuck about spiders, usually. I feel like, and now that it's my knife that's set to the task, if we have to go and do this, I'm throwing it to one of y'all and you can do the stabbing because I'm not doing it.
I don't think Maxine would kill a spider. I think it's gonna have to be Pax.
Okay, so we came this far, and we decided not to kill the spider in the first place,
And now we're
just
back
gonna
to kill
go
the
and
spider.
kill the spider.
Nathan just
I
wants
don't
us to kill a
know.
fucking spider.
Listen, I don't make up these quests, okay? It's what was on the board. Maxine could have chosen any one of those quests.
Like the math tutor or the music lessons.
Babysitter.
Hey, there was one for, like, destroying a cabbage cart.
Ah,
Nice.
I loved that episode.
My cabbages!
My cabbages! I feel like maybe this is our opportunity to go back and fix what we should have done in the first place, which was trap one and give it to Ragoon. I can't remember their name.
Rogini.
Now, here's the problem with that. Ragini now knows that we didn't complete it according to her specifications.
How?
So we're kind of...
How?
How does she know that we're not still working on it?
It's been
1 week since you looked at me.
It's been a while since you last talked with her.
It's been a while.
Ooh. Always funny.
Why do you do this to me?
And it's always Nate that sets it up. I love it.
Because you pause and you give us the time.
I am a contemplated speaker. I don't think about what I'm going to say before I say it. I think about what I'm going to say as I'm saying it, so I add pauses in.
So you can figure it out.
So I can sometimes I just start a sentence and I don't know where it's going to end, and I just hope I get there along the way.
It gives us the perfect opportunity to throw those in. So I thank you for that.
Uh-huh. I, for one, am grateful.
I love it.
Anyway, what? It's been a long time since
It's been a long time since you last spoke with Vargini.
So I'm pretty sure we are like outlaws.
Yeah.
And what if Regini knows about this cult thing?
What if Vargini's the Wraith?
What if our genie's part of the Enclave?
Yeah.
I think when we go back, they'll be grateful to us for solving the mystery.
What was the whole thing she said? I remember she said it in a way that was like, I know who they are. I just can't. I don't have the evidence to put them down or something like that.
Yeah, that was it. Like, she doesn't have it was a woman, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do they use female pronouns?
Yes,
okay. She definitely said that she does know that she said that she knows that this person is doing it, but she doesn't have enough evidence. So she wanted us to kill the spider and leave the knife so that she
wanted you to trap the spider in the containment field and bring it back to her so that they could plant evidence.
I thought she wanted us to kill it.
It was to take the spider in the containment area, in the containment.
And then we bring it back and they were going to do whatever with the spider? I would have done that. Fuck.
And then we were going to take the spider, bring it somewhere else, not necessarily to her, and then kill it. And leave the knife there. I thought
we had to kill it and leave the knife there.
Yeah. I think that's the plan we came up with, or
that's
y'all
the plan
came up
you all
with.
Came up with, because she
I don't think that's not how that went down. She told us to do it.
Roll the tapes back. I need you to show that you can corral one of these giant spiders, and then we'll worry about getting the blade in order to plant the incriminating evidence. She didn't give you a knife to kill it. She said that she wanted you all to get it, and then you would kill it once you got it back.
That's why she gave us the containment chamber thingy.
She needed to... I think that she said that she needed to... It was something about trust, like she didn't know that she could trust you. And this was a way to gain trust.
And she obviously couldn't.
Oh, man, we biffed it.
I think that's why Pax was like, maybe we should just kill it and plant the knife, and then someone came up with that plan. I don't remember.
Man, we done goofed. Okay, so we're too deep now. It's gone too far.
Hey, you remember how this mini campaign / in-between was supposed to like run concurrent with the events of the main campaign? I don't know what y'all did, but here we are.
It's because I got us arrested.
No, it's because I was suggesting that we go after to Safina's family's apartment, and you all were like, no, let's just take the spider.
What?
No, he was saying blow off what she said to do.
And just go after the bounty that we had.
Oh. No, I want to do the spider side quest.
Yeah, you all got trapped in a side quest.
Now I'm here. Now we're too deep. Like we're part of this enclave now. Like it's gone too far. Like I'd love to say, oh, okay, well then let's just go use the Shade Ripper, go get the spider, take it back to our genie, whatever. But like,
spider side quest has become main quest now in your quest log.
Part of me kind of likes that we're finding out all this new information about Ilari.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we didn't know that there was a secret cave of cultists underneath the archives.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
now we know.
That's fun information. We didn't know anything about that there were spider silk factories in Fellows.
The SHA.
Yeah, man, I didn't know there was a secret cave underneath the archives.
World building.
World building.
On the fly.
World building on the fly. What do your characters want to do? And I'll come up with something.
Okay,
All right, so
we need to vote. We can either use Shade Ripper, get Spider, take Spider to Regini, and make good on our promise that way, because that's fine, knowing that Spider's gonna be dead. Or we could use Shade Ripper and go kill the Spider ourselves and purposefully leave the knife so that she can tie it back herself.
but I'm attuned to it.
That's fair.
Can you unattune yourself?
Unattune. Throw.
I am no longer tied to you. Blah.
Can't you see I don't want you anymore?
As you attuned yourselves to the Shade Rippers, you know that you can only remove the attunement by using like a remove curse spell.
Okay.
Or a greater restoration, I guess.
Okay, so we can either kill the spider or we can capture the spider and take it to Rogini so she can kill the spider. Which would we like to do, folks?
I want to go with the original plan because I don't like the idea of having a silver mantle out to get us.
Same.
So we've been gone a long time, right? So maybe we contain the spider, we bring it to her, and we say nothing happened. That everything worked out fine. Or we go and say we done fucked up and we're so sorry and please don't arrest us.
I think that one.
Or, wait, there's a third option. Or we explain that we've infiltrated this cult that the Wraith is a part of, and now she's got people on the inside.
Or you kill her. And you embrace your life of crime.
No.
We could
No.
Nathan loves playing evil characters. Like,
we rip into the shade, we throw her in, and then we close it up.
Oh my
that's
god.
so messed up.
Good luck.
So I vote we capture the spider, take it back to Regini, and be like, hey, this is what we did. Here's the spider you asked for. Also, a lot more information on things.
We forgot what we were doing.
Got sidetracked.
Like, we bring her the spider like she initially asked for, but we also, by happenstance, have all this other stuff to, like, give her information-wise.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll be happy that we had all of this information and we don't get in trouble for making her wait so long for the spider.
Yeah, exactly. So let's do that. I vote that.
Me too.
I third that. Okay.
Excellent. Well, that's a good place to end the episode this evening.
We done fucked up.
You all are the village idiot this week.
Me?
No, I'm joking. So yeah, that's a good place to end. You all have come up with a plan for what you're going to do. You're going to go and trap this spider like you were meant to and then take it back to Rajini. Excellent. Good stuff. That is, I'm really glad that you did that. Now I can plan for next week's episode. Perfect.
Back on track.
So, the village idiot this week. I think the village idiot this week is going to be me for not coming up with more enticing side quests for you to do on that board of jobs.
And there's one with a spider and...
Well, obviously the spider one. Yeah. So, I mean, I just like to make everything as convoluted as possible, but that was just kind of, that was just... Yeah, well, we'll see how it goes.
You're basic.
You're basic. So yeah, we'll see how it goes next week on the Village Idiots podcast. But if you want to reach out to us on social media, you can do that. Correct, Nicole?
Yes, you can. You can go to Twitter and go to @VillageIdiotPod to talk to us as a whole entity. If you want to talk to me personally, you can find me at Nicole the Nerdy.
You can find me at JRoma20.
I'm at Neurotic Good.
You can find me at Village Idiots DM, and you can't find Jordan because he is on paternity leave right now. That is why we were doing this season 1.5. We await his return in season 2 sometime in the future.
We also have a website, villageidiotspodcast.com. Lots of dope stuff up there, especially the link to our Patreon.
Speaking of Patreon, want to hear more from your favorite idiots? Well, you're in luck because we have a Patreon. For just a couple bucks a month, you'll have exclusive access to some DM insights with Nathan and Behind the Screens. Listen to Nicole and I BS and What's What with Dilly and Dally, and even a mini prequel campaign set in the world of Lanamora.
If a subscription to our Patreon is too much of a commitment for you, we'd love if you could leave us a quick review on iTunes. If you enjoy the show, tell your friends about us. New episodes come out every Tuesday, so stay tuned.
Yes, please stay tuned. Check out what happens next week on the Village Idiots podcast. And also, today is June 20th, the day before Father's Day. So we would like to wish a happy Father's Day to all those fathers out there. Good job doing what you do. And especially
GG.
to all those new dads out there. Looking at you, Jordan. I know. Looking at you. Your baby's not here yet, but they'll be here soon. Hang in there. You got this. Anyway, thanks. Bye.
Bye.